Hello folks, D-Man Biker here again with another quick video. You'll recognize this car from years ago. This is my DR12 drag racer, and it's really old. The dupe information says it's from September 14th to about 2014, though that it actually might be older than that even. This is a very fast vehicle using an enormous 2.6-liter rotary engine on a very light chassis. Weighs about 1.3 kilograms, and it's very, very fast. Woo. Easily going up to 100 miles an hour if the landing strip was longer. Easily reaches 85. Insane acceleration. It's not as fast topping out as some vehicles with larger engines, but it gets there very, very quickly. Anyway, for literally like the past year or so, I've been trying to lighten the weight just a little bit at a time to make it even faster, but I've run into some mysterious problems. Anyway, here's basically what I've done. This is DR13. It weighs 1231 kilograms. That's 1,231 kilograms. It essentially, the original vehicle used an actual steering anchor, which was accessed at the front here, weighing about 100 kilograms. These weights do matter on vehicles like this, but it also had a suspension anchor up here, which I believe weighed about 80 kilograms. So without that extra weight, you get a vehicle that weighs about 180 less. However, what if I told you this is actually slower than the one we just saw, even though it weighs less? So let's try it out here. A little bit more lift at the front. Very difficult to control. And we're not getting even over 70 really. It's a lot slower. So anyway, for a long time I couldn't quite figure out what was going on with that, and I think I have an idea of what it is now. Okay, so what I said was the original DR12. Let's go ahead and respawn it here. The original uses a steering anchor and suspension at the front, a 100 kilogram steering anchor here, and then there's also, I guess it's 60 kilograms, not 80, I said 80 before, a suspension anchor where elastics from the front wheels attach to, so we actually have frontal suspension. And I think literally what's happening is without this extra weight at the front, the vehicle has far less traction, and that's actually slowing it down from removing that weight instead of speeding it up. So over here, if we look, this is a modified version of that middle car. The steering anchor is still removed from the front here, but we left this suspension anchor here, which is 60 kilograms, and the wheels attached to that. Oops, I guess we forgot to ball socket this. There we go, that should fix that. So anyway, if we go ahead and take off in this thing, still get that climb a little bit on the front, which is cool, but we'll see it'll go quite a bit faster than that one without that extra, without the suspension at the front. Easily reaching 84. The other one didn't even get over 70. So in other words, this vehicle actually goes faster with frontal suspension than without any suspension at all, which is strange because the ground is completely flat and it's just rear-wheel drive. But like I said, I figure the issue is just related to not having this extra weight at the front, helping to keep the front end down, so we lose, when the wheels come up, we lose a bit of traction in the back too, and that must cause it to go slower. That's the only thing I can think of. There's other confusing things in Gary's mod, although I did try just copying the second version without the frontal suspension and sticking a 80-pound counterweight underneath the front, and that also did not rectify the issue. So I think it's partially traction issue because of lack of weight at the front, but I think it also has to do with maintaining traction over the small bumps caused by the irregularities in the wheels and things like that. So when we're driving, the car kind of goes like this and boom, 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 and the suspension helps to even that out. Well, without suspension, I guess it loses traction. But I have tested a lot of cars without suspension, and oftentimes they're much easier to control and much faster without it. But I guess at these really high speeds like this car can go to, it can be beneficial to have suspension. I'm still experimenting with it though, and I guess we'll see where it takes me. I want to see if I can make something that can accelerate as fast as this and go even faster in the future. Have a good one. And I also removed the suspension, essentially making the car lighter. See, this weighs about 1331 kilograms. Well, this car weighs about 1267 kilograms. And that is because this car has a steering anchor inside it, and what the fuck am I doing?